After this Saturday, my life has changed a little bit. It's so painful having this comment from a fellow American citizen. So, what will you do if you are becoming a victim of hate crime? What will you do if you are witnessing a hate crime? Or what will you do if you are getting assaulted or attacked with very obscene and racist language? Well, this is what happened to me on Saturday. I went to a family event and I was looking for a parking on the street. There were 2 parking spaces in front of this lady's house. 2 public parking spaces. And out of the sudden, I hear this lady coming out of her house, shouting at me, yelling, telling me to go away. She came to the side of my window and she started slapping my car. She kicked the car with her foot. It was her right foot, I remember. Honestly, I was just waiting for her to hit me. I rolled down my window, I started recording everything. She kept showing me her property taxes document. She was telling me that I don't pay taxes because I was undocumented, because I was an illegal alien, because I didn't belong to that area, because I didn't have the right to park on that area. So the video that you're about to see, it has very graphic language, very obscene language, so please watch your kids, watch your minors. At the end, I'm gonna talk about the rights and how the law protects people from hate crimes, and also the punishment that these people can get from committing hate crimes. Thank you very much. I'm sorry?
Do they look like this?
Yes, they do.
You're a fucking liar. Get out of here.
Why?
Because I said so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me why.
Because if you don't, you're gonna disintegrate, your fucking piece of garbage. Get out!
Okay?
Now. You like to push your luck, don't you?
I'm just gonna call the cops for being so
not really,
racist.
Because I pay for them. You don't.
Oh, I pay too.
No, you don't.
I am an
Let's see your
American
tax
citizen.
records. Let's see your tax records.
I am an American citizen.
No,
I
you're not.
cannot
You're from
carry my
Mexico.
taxes home.
You don't have any taxes.
What is your name?
None of your fucking business.
Are you an American citizen?
No.
Oh, you're not.
No, I'm from San Leandro.
You don't look like an American citizen to me.
Oh, really? Well, what do you look like?
Because
then?
an American citizen, you know, is open-minded.
Not really. They're not
Yeah.
Mexican pricks that sit in front of your house and provoke you.
Well,
Well, you are, so get lost.
okay,
Get lost.
I'm not.
Get lost.
I pay public taxes.
No, you don't.
I am
because there's no
allowed
such
to
thing
be
as
here
public
on the
taxes.
road.
Not really. Let's see your taxes.
You know what, lady? With
I'm
all
a witch.
with all the
You're a witch,
respect,
just like my grandmother is.
all the respect, I
you know
respect
what? You
you.
have no respect in your culture. I'm part Spanish, and I got news for you. I've got Mexican friends,
Oh, you
and
do?
they don't act like you.
Okay, so tell me how
Get
I'm
out. I'm
acting.
not debating your fucking heritage with you.
Okay.
Get away from my
okay.
fucking house and get out.
So I'm not allowed to be on the road here on the
No,
streets?
because you don't pay for the fucking taxes.
How do you know I'm not paying for the taxes?
I'll bet it. Let's shake on it. Let's bet your
I am not
fucking
gonna
life.
touch your hand. I'm sorry.
Let's bet your fucking life.
With all the respect, you know,
You have no respect. Get out.
I am an American
No,
citizen.
you're not.
I am
You need a
allowed to
green
be
card
here on the
marriage.
road.
No, you don't.
So
Get
tell
lost.
me, what do you think about this community?
Nothing, because it's not your community.
Oh, it's not my community.
No, it's fucking messed up because of trolls like you.
And who I am? Tell me who I am.
You're a fucking Mexican whore. That's what you are.
I'm a Mexican whore.
Yeah, there's nothing
Oh my
good about you.
God.
See this?
Uh-huh.
I paid $6,000
Okay.
for you to sit and debate me.
All right.
I got news for you. To listen to this crap is not my heritage. I'm Spanish too, and I got
Oh,
news
do you
for
know
you.
the history of the United States in this area?
There's
you know,
no
it
such
used to
thing
be
as the United
Mexican,
States.
right?
No.
So technically,
No.
you're an immigrant because you don't belong to
No,
this area
technically,
too.
I was born in Alameda and I was raised in the city of San Leandro.
But you know
the
what?
horse
Do you
of
know
the
your
Catholic
history?
Church.
Do you know your
Yes,
history?
the horse of the Catholic Church.
No, you know what?
You know
History.
St. Leanders?
the natives
the
from
Catholic
this area
Church Wiccans
are
that
Native
don't
Americans.
believe animals have spirits because they
Great.
eat them.
You know what?
Get lost.
According to the California Code, PEN 422.55, a hate crime means a criminal act committed in whole or in part because of one or more of the following actual or perceived characteristics of the victim: disability, gender, nationality, race or ethnicity, religion, sexual orientation, association with a person or group with one or more of these actual or perceived characteristics. According to the California Attorney General's Office, Victim Services Unit, a hate assault or incident is an action or behavior motivated by hate, but legally protected by the First Amendment right to freedom of expression. A hate crime is a crime against a person, group, or property motivated by the victim's real or perceived protected social group. Some of the things that the California Attorney General Office recommends to do if you're a hate crime victim, you should contact the local police or sheriff right away. Get medical attention if you need it. Write down the exact words that were said from that person. Make notes about any other facts so you don't forget about them. Save all evidence. Get the names, addresses, and phone numbers of any people who witnessed the situation. Try to get a description from any eyewitnesses of the criminal or the vehicle, and call the community organizations in your area that respond to hate crimes right away. What penalties can happen from a hate crime? How these people can be punished? So the penalties are in two categories. It can be a misdemeanor or it can be a felony. So in a misdemeanor, these people can get probation, can get up to 1 year behind bars. You can get a maximum fine of $5,000 or community service. If this crime becomes a felony, so it'll be 16 months to 3 years in prison, fines up to $10,000 and probation. So when this lady stopped attacking me, I called 911 and I asked them for help. I asked them to send a police officer to address the situation, and they told me that technically, because the First Amendment, she was on her right to have freedom of speech. So I was like, okay, but she's hitting my car and she's becoming very violent, very aggressive. How can you help me? And they were like, we're gonna transfer you to the sheriff department. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll wait. It took 2 minutes. In those 2 minutes, I mean, I was afraid maybe that lady, I don't know, I was thinking about guns, about this lady pulling out a gun at me and killing me or something. But anyways, and then the sheriff department answered the call and they were like, oh, also, I mean, we can't really help you because technically she's protected with the First Amendment, freedom of speech. She's saying what she thinks. There's nothing to do. I mean, we can send a police officer there, but unfortunately, probably they will not be able to file a claim against that lady. And I was like, okay. So I hung up the phone and I went home and I was like in shock. I couldn't think. I didn't even know how to feel. I was feeling blank. In the next couple of days, I was very, very distracted. I was not focused at all at work. I was acting like it didn't affect me at all. And then Friday came. I was driving back home from work and I pulled over because I couldn't stop crying. And I was like, why am I crying? I knew why I was crying. It finally got me, you know, those racist comments from my fellow American citizen finally got me. Definitely this attack changed my life in many ways. I feel so lucky that it happened to me because I can express myself and I can explain the situation and I have the opportunity to share this experience with you guys. But if I put myself in other shoes, in other people's shoes, and I know so many people that have been through this already and they're afraid for many reasons. And I totally get it. I want to share some of the moments that I had during this week. How this situation affected me psychologically, emotionally. I hope you don't become one of these victims. I hope you're not one of these victims. I hope you don't get to experience this situation because it's very, very powerful. It really touches you. It really, really affects you. I just pull over here on the highway and I just have to admit that what happened to me on Saturday night this last weekend is finally getting me. I just realized that I can concentrate at work. I just realized that it's very painful. Just remembering this lady yelling at me and telling me very offensive language, talking really, really bad things about my culture. I feel devastated right now. I feel like very, I don't know, alone, not supported. I haven't even talked to my family about this, and I haven't even talked to my friends about this. I've been acting like I'm okay at work. I've been acting like I'm okay at home. And this is actually very painful. Very painful. I feel so humiliated. I feel so disappointed. I feel so irritated. I feel so hopeless. It's very painful for me experiencing racism after living 20 years in this country. And it's so painful. It's so painful. Just I can't even speak about it anymore. Please, before you talk things about a community, about a culture, just don't be rude. Just don't. Remember, be constructive. Talk nice things to a person. I've been 20 years in this country, and everything I have done is just good things. I've been doing a lot of volunteer work. I don't even have to say. Many of you guys know what I have done. And honestly, after this Saturday, my life has changed a little bit. It's so painful having this comment from a fellow American citizen. And you know what? I don't even know how to heal this wound. But all I know is that we can do better as a community. We can build communities, healthier communities. We can bring more power to our communities by getting united, by fighting together, all races, all cultures, all perspectives, all mentalities together, all colors, all races, all traditions, and we can do much better than this. So this hate crime really impacted me. I've been analyzing how this fellow American citizen was so into hurting me, so into attacking me. I felt the hate. I saw the hate in her eyes. I'm gonna end up this video with a quote from Xavier Becerra, which is the California Attorney General. When someone commits a crime motivated by hate, it is not just an attack on one innocent person, but an attack on the entire state and community. Unquote. Tell me what you think and please share. It's very important so we can get rid of these ideologies, these racist people. The only ways that we can get rid of this situation is by sharing these experiences and telling the community what is going on. Thank you, and please share the video.